It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I fell asleep.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Chrissy, for confusing you. I got a text from someone then they said good morning. And yeah, he's cute. He's a cute guy. He's a cutie.
I was up this morning. I made the room. I watched a little TV before the show.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here waiting. I didn't even see you come into the green room.
Oh.
Because I fell asleep sitting here.
Oh, you fell asleep sitting
Who's
there.
a cute guy? You
Okay.
have no life because I am here. Who's a cute guy?
Go away. Go away. Go
You
away.
decide to have
Get on your phone. Get on your phone and get in here.
Oh, I have church.
You gotta be on the table. You get on the table.
I have church. Oh, goodness gracious. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Grinder. I can't believe. Who's crazy?
So you were sleeping.
Hubby came in and goes, honey, you're asleep. And I went, what? I must.
So you still don't feel well.
I'm on the edge.
From the looking from backstage, it looked like she was just like she was working on something. Her head was down and stuff. I thought she was just working on something, just lost track of time.
Oh.
Today I woke up at 4 a.m. just to get a drink of water and fell asleep again, and I'm still tired. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I wake up multiple times at night to get water. I have water I have a cup of water, ice water, next to my side of the bed. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm getting old. I never used to have to do that, but now I do all the time. Like 2 or 3 times a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like dry mouth or.
Oh my gosh.
Thirsty.
I was watching this show last night, the show that you did last night about the Minecraft. And I was cracking up so hard when you were trying to get up when you were trying to get into the glass ceiling.
I was like, wait a minute. How did she get up there?
So I was just laughing and laughing and laughing. I was like, oh, poor Vixie.
Well, we're not going up there then. And then I found Frost's build that he did a couple years ago, and I never knew there was that. He has an underwater thing on there, and I never knew it was there. And he's got
I think I fell asleep.
He's got a portal under the sea.
Oh, cool!
And everything. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I died trying to get down to his mine though.
Oh, darn.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That just took me back to the beginning.
Oh.
I was thinking, I was showing everybody the community center because I thought, Eliza doesn't know where it is. And it's got her.
Oh.
It was fun. If you guys didn't watch Gaming with Vixie last night, it was
fun. It is. It's a good. It's a really good tutorial of where everything is.
Yeah,
it shows everything.
Just running around showing people where stuff was.
And if you want to join the Minecraft build, it's in the Discord.
Yep, under Minecraft.
Yep.
The build has been going 4 years now.
Wow. Yeah.
I think. It's either 3 or 4. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff, and like I said, one of the times I said on there, if you find a build that isn't finished and you're interested in it, please ask first.
Yeah.
Because we do have people who have left, but we do have people who are still building. Mm-hmm. So I finally took down that one build, that square house in the middle of town that nobody claimed for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took that down last week, the week before.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, nobody's claiming this. We're gonna make open up some space. But we have lots of builds farther out from the main town, I guess. Then I realized, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this build. Oh yeah, I forgot about this build.
Yeah.
So we do have quite a bit going on in there, and it's kind of fun to wander around and see what's up.
Yeah, it really is. People are so creative.
They are.
We really have a lot going on near the community center, though. I mean, there's a lot of people kind of clumped together there, I think.
Yeah.
So
that's why I call that downtown.
Yeah.
Because it's busy.
Yeah.
But that's cool because that's community centers there. That's where poor Eliza's stuck right next to downtown. She's the only one left. Everyone else moved. Everyone else who actually lived by downtown moved. They're like, Myrtle built way out the other direction.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm done.
But I like all the pretty bees and flowers, and I just stand out there. That's why I'm building that glass walkway, because I just want to stand out there and watch the
I went
bees.
up there and showed everybody. I was like, look at that.
I know. I want to make it bigger so I can just stand up there and watch the bees.
Watch everything. Hi, Jessie. How you doing this morning? Did you have a good time? I know you went on a little trip on an airplane. Didn't you go on an airplane? Or am I making this up? Did I dream that? I've had some wicked weird dreams last few days.
No, I think Jessie did go on an airplane.
I think so. But yeah,
maybe.
I've actually transformed.
Oh, we're not supposed to talk about it.
Oh, we're not supposed to talk about
it. That. Okay, like the whole point of me going like this is for you not.
Oh, the whole point of Jaden going like this is we're not supposed to say anything. Oh.
Oh.
Oh okay. My God! And then you said that.
And then I said that.
You know, I can't tell you nothing.
It doesn't matter, sweetheart. It's okay. We're not talking about it.
Everybody.
We're not talking about it. You keep talking. Oh my goodness.
It's over. Everything's over. Everything's okay.
Says you.
So we're not talking about it, okay.
Jaden has this shirt that says, I'll get over it. I just have to be dramatic about it first.
Oh, okay.
That suits them so well.
Jaden can tell you if they want to. Sorry. Don't worry about it.
We don't need to know.
It's none of our business.
Nope.
I asked, you say it's none of your business. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But I did change one of the builds that is busy in that downtown area because we needed more space for the community center stuff.
Yeah.
I did change one of those into a food storage pantry. So we have all the different kinds of food.
Cool.
In one area. And we just ask in the community center stuff, if you have a chance to get stuff out of the garden and put it in the resources, the storage, or if you do use some resources from the community center, when you have a chance, reload some stuff or put different stuff in there. If you want to trade, that's cool too.
Yeah.
You know, just because sometimes I take a couple weeks and just filling stuff and it gets monotonous sometimes.
Yes. So monotonous.
I do it though.
Yeah.
I have a whole room that's just terracotta now.
Yes. Yes. I saw that. How did
I was playing with the terracotta and I found out you could dye it.
Oh, I saw that.
Wasn't that cool?
That was cool.
I have those are the ones that the blue is really pretty.
Yeah.
The blue is really pretty. The purple has arrows.
Wasn't
which
there
I
a
keep
pink
thinking
one?
that might be fun for signposts.
Oh.
Like either in the mines or even on the roads. Like put up a signpost with arrows pointing and then put a sign on it, an actual sign on it.
Yeah.
It says, you know, whatever's that way.
Oh.
Wouldn't that kind of be fun?
That would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, we have 2 new people playing. No, I can't remember their names. But we did go see their build, which they're building out by the village.
Yes, yeah.
And their build is pretty freaking wicked.
Yeah, really.
I love their
cool.
Thunderbirds. I was like, whoa, those are Thunderbirds. Those are really cool. And if you don't know what Thunderbirds are, they're a Native American thing. They're the big birds on top of the totem poles.
Yeah.
So they're really cool, though. I thought, wow, this build is getting really cool.
Oh, and
they have brick blocks, which I don't know how to make those.
Yeah, I don't know how to make those either.
I'm going to have to look that up. I didn't even know those existed.
Yeah. And their fences are like...
That wall fence?
Yeah,
that was aesthetically pleasing. I liked that.
Yeah, I did too. With like
it was fun.
Lanterns and the wood, the dark wood and the lanterns on top. Yeah. And that was so neat.
I was like,
and I was like,
and the well? Did you see the well? I'm like, oh, look, a wishing well.
You're
and I'm like, oh,
lava. It's lava.
Like,
I gotta watch that
again.
I gotta watch that video again.
So yeah, there's some really neat stuff, and you can always, you know, Brick Kitty was on the other day, and she asked me about the cherry blossom. If I had any cherry blossom trees or slime balls, so she's looking for those. If anybody has any of those, slime balls, the only way we can get them in the peaceful mode is to buy them from.
Oh, those people.
So just see if they have them. If they have them, there are tons of emeralds in the 2 chests in front of the community center. So. Okay. If y'all need them, take them. If you need more, there's more down in our mine, the community mine. It's huge, and there's tons of them down there.
All right.
It's not like the only thing we're short on resources is diamonds because we all like diamond pickaxes.
Yeah, we do.
So that's the only thing I think we're stingy with is the diamonds. Like, I want these.
I know.
But
it's nice to have diamond gear on too.
Yeah, if we ever switch over to not peaceful.
Oh yeah. I hope
we really all need some diamond gear.
I really hope
Liza's horse has some.
I know. I was like, oh. I was like looking out there one day and I was like, there's another horse out there. I was like, I bet Fixie put that horse out there.
Well, it was, I took out, I had little gardens and stuff over by the keep. And I thought from when we first started, which I never used.
Yeah.
So I took it all down and rearranged stuff and put it over in the community center. But I still had that little stable that I had done. And it had my horse, hubby's horse, and your horse.
Oh, that's right.
Your horse, I rode to your place and put it on. Put it without a problem. Our horses wouldn't let me ride them.
Oh.
I don't know what was going on, so I just let them go.
Oh, wow.
We do have, at the community center, there is a stable and there are community horses. But please, if you use them, please bring them back.
Yeah.
It took me a while to catch all of those little shits. And I'm working, the next thing I'm going to build is a stable for donkeys so we can have some pack mules.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
Yeah.
Because you can put chests on those.
Yes, exactly. Well, I'm going to outfit them with chests so they all have chests on them already.
Nice.
So that's really what they're good for.
Yeah.
And you can gather a lot of stuff. And
can you even ride on those with the chests on them?
Yes.
Ooh.
Isn't that nice?
Nice.
You go much faster on them.
Wow.
Much faster. This is Minecraft. We've been playing it for
Minecraft.
Quite a few years, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry for boring you. We got talking. Now it's not going to stop.
Yeah.
I'm just warning you. So, there's some new things. The last few updates, there's some new things.
Oh.
There's armadillos, which I haven't found yet. There's camels, which I haven't found yet.
Okay.
And there's cherry blossom biomes.
Oh.
Which are cherry blossom trees. So they're trees with pink blossoms all over them.
Oh.
So I think this week I might be going out adventuring. I might not be taking care of much in the community centers this week. I might be going searching for.
I want to go too.
Okay. We'll go together.
Yeah. Why don't we go right now?
No, because I don't have my secondary computer right here. To be honest. Or I would. What we need to do, probably what we should do before we do it, is get the donkeys.
Okay.
So we can ride the donkeys.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we can have extra storage if we find stuff we want to bring back.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I think about these things because Brett Kitty was asking me, she's like, do you have any cherry blossom trees? And I haven't found a biome yet. Which is, it's sad when I finally looked it up yesterday before the show, that it was a couple thousand blocks away from the spawn point. Well, the spawn point is where that red tower with all the signs on it is.
Yes.
That's the spawn point. That's when you first start. That's where you come in.
Right.
Okay. Game, no matter who you are.
Ooh.
So that's that. So we did go that far to the terracotta mines, but it might not be there because we have already explored that area.
Yes.
So I'm thinking about going like past Brick Kitty's place in that direction.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gone very far in that direction.
Do we have any cartography?
I don't know how to do them. There are other people who did that for maps. I can't figure out how to do it.
Do we have a cartography table?
I can make one.
Okay. And then do we have paper?
Lots.
Okay, good. That's all we need. We need paper and we need a compass.
We've got 2 of them at the community center.
Okay. That's all we need.
That's all we need?
Yeah.
Oh, we might need to record us. So we can
when we get to the point where we want to start making a map,
Mm-hmm.
then we have to have our map out. Or not our map, our piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And our compass in our other hand. And then we can make the map.
Oh, that's a lot easier than I thought it was.
At least that's what I think I remember. Let me look it up before we start doing it.
Yeah, because Polite and Frost were the ones. Frost really made us all maps in the last build we did. The build that Draco was owned.
Yeah.
He didn't. We had to start a new one because he didn't update. We couldn't get in, so we started this one. This one I kept going for a few years now. Are there unicorns and dragons in Minecraft, or the crying phoenix like in Harry Potter? And does Sophia Priscilla live in Minecraft? I wanted to say picture it, Sicily 1922. There are no unicorns yet. Or, well, you can put different skins on it. I don't tend to change the skins on a public realm because people get confused.
Yeah.
They don't know what's what. Like, I have a realm that's mine that I've played with for a few years, and it's got a skin on it that's like everything is like pastel cute Japanese anime.
Mm-hmm.
So everything looks completely different. And the trees are all different colors. And which is fun for me.
Yeah.
Except I pretty much explored the heck out of that world. I haven't been back in a long time.
Oh.
Wesker was on it with me a couple of times, and so was one of the Vixie Squad people. Queen was in there for a while.
Oh, okay.
And Doll was in there. I think that's it. I think that's all that was in there. But there, I did a lot of roads and built big stuff. There's a lot going on in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix, no. There's parrots.
Oh yes, really cool looking parrots.
Which if I take my time, I wouldn't mind catching a few parrots.
Yes.
I'm not sure how that works. I know how to catch foxes, but I always lose them.
You catch the parrots with seeds.
Mm.
You have seeds, and then
we have lots.
Isn't that how you do it?
I don't know. I never did it.
I think you
that makes sense.
Seeds.
That makes sense.
But you have to feed them a whole bunch of seeds. I think.
You probably need a rope.
No rope. No, they just fly. Every time you stop, they just land on you.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah.
Because bees, you can put a lasso on a bee. I don't know if you knew that or not.
You can put a lasso on a bee?
Yeah. Last build, that's how I got all the bees to follow me. This time, it was really easy. I didn't realize that you could take something with silk touch, which I had a pickaxe with silk touch, and break the block that is a beehive, and you get the beehive and the bees.
Oh wow!
So much easier. That's how I made the apiary.
Oh,
and then the hives at the end are man-made hives. Those are ones I made, and then I just bred more bees.
You just bred more bees
with flowers.
Okay.
You feed them flowers and they get hearts over their head and then they have babies.
Yep.
Which I think I need to do again because I think a few of ours died off.
What happens if you breed more bees but you don't have more things for them?
They go find they either die, despawn, or they go find an oak tree.
Okay.
Another oak tree.
Okay.
So yeah, the apiary is one of my favorite. I'm really proud of that apiary. I worked hard to figure out how I wanted to look, and it really turned out really good. I like it a lot.
It's beautiful.
I'm really proud of that one. Princess Eeyore, when you were talking about the maps, it reminded me of the show Dora the Explorer. When they sing the map song. I'm the map, 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 I'm the map. I hear that song every day, Jesse. Every day.
day.
My 2 oldest kids love that show. So they play it on their little
Dora the Explorer. Swipe or no swiping. Oh, yeah. I remember somebody who loved that show.
Yeah. That wasn't around when I was a kid.
Dora.
We didn't watch a lot of TV when I was a kid. We only had 3 channels, people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that sometimes we didn't even have that. Sometimes NBC didn't come on out by me. It just wouldn't. We didn't catch it with the antenna. There was no such thing as cable when I was tiny.
Yeah.
Cable came out when I was older.
Yeah. Me too.
Cable's actually a fairly new idea that didn't last very long once the internet got a hold of it.
I know. That's right. The internet took over.
Now, I did have a couple friends who had money, and they had satellite dishes. And I'm not talking these little satellite dishes on the side of the house like today. These things are huge. They look like something first contact, and they were in the front yards, and they were just huge.
Had
They're
one
bigger
of
than a car.
And it was like...
And you had little buttons on the inside that could move it.
And it took 1,000,000 years for it to move.
Took forever.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen the movie yet. Hubby tells me I should watch the movie. The live action movie. I heard it. I hear good things about it, actually.
Dora the Explorer.
I watched the movie. It's on Freebie if anybody wants to watch it the other night.
What's it called?
It's called Mortal
Diego,
Engines.
go!
Mortal Engines.
It's a post-apocalyptic movie. And it's about how I don't know how to explain it.
Is that the one with the cities that move?
Yes.
Yeah, the cities are on
it was cool. I'd seen it when I'm flipping through. We have a Roku TV.
Yeah, we did.
That was the best buy I ever made.
Yeah.
Because we had Rokus before they were really in because of our kids. We could take the Roku with us if we were traveling.
Yeah.
And plug it in at the
hotel
motels
or something. Yeah.
So that they could get Dora the Explorer. This is before we had little stuff. So we bought one of those when they were fairly new. It was one of the best buys of my life.
Right.
Because we were having to evacuate almost every year for a while for the hurricanes.
Yeah.
God, we haven't had to do that for a while. That just takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But anyway, Roku TV has things as what to watch. And it shows what you're watching on other channels if you want to continue watching them. Mm-hmm. And then there's things like, it's like a For You page for all your channels.
Yeah.
And it's great. Freebie's good if you don't mind watching commercials, which I don't. I grew up with commercials.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. I know it bothers some people, but it really doesn't bother me. And this was on it, and I kept looking at it going, I don't know. And yesterday I watched it, and I was like, or the day before, I don't remember. I was like, this is actually freaking good. I mean, really, this is a good movie. It was well shot. It was well written. It was well acted. I don't think I knew any of the actors. Well, there's one guy in it who I believe was on the Golden Compass movie.
Oh.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, Chrissy, it's great. I love that. Especially when I don't know what I want to watch. Because I'm one of those people, I turn it on. I have really good hearing. Here's the weird thing. I have really, really good hearing. Mm-hmm. Hubby has tinnitus, so he has not good hearing. He can't hear a lot of stuff over a certain pitch.
Yeah.
You can't hear it. It doesn't exist. So we live in an art district, which isn't like a downtown, but there's a lot going on all the time.
Yeah.
And I can hear it.
Yeah.
And it's very distracting, and I can get very anxious because of all the noise that's going on. I'm trying to my brain is trying to like sort it. So if I have a show on, even if I'm not really watching it,
Yeah.
it kind of my brain can zero in on that.
Right.
And I can block out everything else. So people are like, "Are you really watching that?" And I'm like, kind of.
Yeah.
I rewatch a lot of stuff, especially anime. I put that on as like, oh, this is a good go-to because I know what's going on and I don't have to really pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love our Roku TV. I need to get a Roku TV. I got that when I got some cash one time, and I got that for my bedroom because it was a small. It was It was on sale for like nothing, comparatively speaking. Yeah, and it. So I put it in my bedroom. Nice. We had Rokus on the kids. The kids all had TVs, and we had a TV in the living room. I think the kids have one TV now in one of the rooms. I don't remember which one that works. But it doesn't matter because they like their tablets better than the TV.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of spend a lot on tablets.
Mm-hmm.
Because they get broken a lot.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Kindle. Because all I have to do is push a button and it's exactly the way it was. The new one's exactly where it is. Prime probably loves me. They make so much money from me. Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So much money from me. And read my favorite books. I need to get glasses. It's one of those things I keep putting off. And this has to be done first. This has to be done first. I'm a mom.
Yeah.
Especially with the kids, you're trying to get all their stuff done and you don't do the stuff you should do for you.
Yeah.
It's the way it is when you're a mom. My husband got $32 for gaming last year. I think mine might be a 32-inch in the bedroom. We have this huge TV in the living room that somebody gave us. It's got like a broken line across the top where the picture is. Who cares?
Yeah.
Most things look almost 3D on this thing. It's so huge.
Wow, nice. It
Some
still
stuff
works.
Sometimes I can't watch stuff because my suspended belief thing is not working. It's like, this looks really fake. I don't want to watch it now.
Oh no!
I'll watch it in my room.
Oh, Jessie.
Thank you, Jessie.
Great mom.
My youngest is driving me crazy.
Oh,
he says I'm a bully.
And no,
and that I hate him.
Oh no!
So we're going through that phase, which I've never had before because my two oldest don't talk. Really.
Yeah.
My girl's starting to a little bit more, which is cool. But
yeah,
they didn't go through this, which I knew this was coming. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But this is my first time I'm doing it with my kid, one of my kids.
Yeah.
So, I do tell him it's my job to raise you, not to be an asshole.
Yeah.
I tell him straight to his face.
Yeah.
He's logic driven. He's autistic and he's logic driven. He doesn't always know how to deal with his feelings, and sometimes that's the biggest problem.
Right.
We got to learn to recognize our feelings and how to deal with them. And hitting is not an option.
Right.
And he has something against his sister. I have no idea what it is, but dang, he picks on her. And I'm like, leave her alone. Goodness sakes, leave her alone. Just ignore her. I'd rather you didn't believe she existed. And sometimes she just thinks he's being funny. She just thinks it's funny. So that, I'm glad she does, but I still tell him to stop because logic driven, I have to sit down. Oh, and he kept calling us bullies until hubby just couldn't stand it anymore. And he looked it up and showed him what a bully was, the definition.
Yeah.
And he hasn't used that phrase since.
Oh.
Because I told him he was being a bully to his sister.
Oh.
And that wasn't cool.
Oh.
That would not fly in my house.
And really specifically explain how you do it.
Say that again. I can't hear you.
I explained exactly how he was being one to his sister.
Oh, explained how he was.
And I think that really it didn't change his behavior, but at least he got him to stop using that phrase.
Yeah. He uses phrases that I don't like, and the teachers keep telling me things like, "This is the worst day of my life. I wish I never was born."
Oh.
He had to go to a counselor for a day because of it.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "I don't know why, blah, 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 blah." I said, "Do you think you should kill yourself? Is that what you're telling us?" "No, why would I do that?" "Well, don't say that then. Because that's what that means." He just hears it. He hears other people use stuff and he just uses it.
Yeah.
He doesn't always know what he's talking about. And we were talking about son of a gun the other day in here.
Yeah.
And I told him not to use that. I said, you can use son of a biscuit. That's what I say. It's completely nonsense. But it feels good when you say it. You know?
Yeah.
I said, because son of a gun is like calling someone a bastard.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were. That's when everyone went to war in World War II.
Yeah.
The Navy ships would come in, and the girls would meet the Navy guys under the big Gatling gun things and have sex with them and get pregnant. And those were sons of a gun, which basically meant they were bastard children.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Or the son of a whore.
Or a son of a whore. Yeah.
Right.
So, which I think hubby didn't know that either. But I learned that at a very young age. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's mean. That's a mean thing to say. It's not that
I didn't know it either until you said it.
Well, I want to know where phrases, if I don't know where a phrase came from a lot of times, I will research it because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Like gyp. That is a derogatory term to gypsies.
Oh.
So we don't say that.
Oh.
Jude is one a lot of boomers use, and I have to correct a lot. That's a derogatory statement towards Jewish people being stingy.
Yeah.
These are all preconceived notions about races.
Yeah.
So it is a form of racism, first of all. And second of all, you can find better stuff to say.
Yeah.
Dixie also very kindly when we first get together, educated me on the term gypped. Oh, she was not happy about that.
Don't use that. Makes
Right.
me angry.
Right.
That and it's gypsy itself is actually a derogatory statement, but it covers such a blanket of people, and people use it so often that it means an outcast of Egypt or a shunned family.
Wow.
Basically, is what gypsy means. It's not what everyone thinks it means.
Yeah.
And the people who are nomadic in Europe are usually called that. And the ones near, like Germany, and the Black Forest and stuff, those are Romney, actually, is what they're called. It's Romney.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones in England, I don't know if they're actually. I have tried to do research on the ones in England, and there is nothing. Their history has to be oral.
Yeah.
I can't find anything on them.
Wow.
So I'm really curious if anybody is of a nomadic tribe in England. Please, if you want to share, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because supposedly I have relations with them and the Romney.
Wow.
So I would really, really like to know.
Did you do like a DNA test and find that out?
No, my great grandmother knows. My great grandfather and my great grandmother both knew their lineages, oral tradition, and taught me.
Oh, okay.
So I can't do it all. I have it written down, but I can't do it all anymore. I used to be able to say it, kind of like names and numbers in the Bible.
Yeah.
So and so begot so and so and begot so and so, and it takes it's boring.
Yeah. Takes forever and it's boring.
But I know that I know a lot of famous people I'm related to. I'm related to Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain.
Wow.
I'm related to a famous pianist in Russia, which my grandmother was just so excited. That was the one my great grandmother was always. I can't remember his name, but that was her like claim to fame. Our family fame was that one. I thought Samuel Clemens was cool.
I know.
He was an asshole. He was a misogynist. He was a slave owner. But at that time that day and age, that was normal.
Yeah.
And it's not like I knew him, but he's very famous because his books are very famous. And if you've never read any of his books, you should pick them up.
Yeah. Read a book, it's good for your brain.
There's a woman writer, and I can't remember who it is now. Huh. There's a female writer that on my side on that side of the family too.
Oh.
I learned about about my father's father, my paternal grandfather, from I never met the man.
Mm-hmm.
And because he had a falling out with the kids, their kids. And come to find out, he was a famous big band conductor in New York. I found out my dad had a full ride to Juilliard and went to the Coast Guard instead.
Oh, man. Wow.
I'm like, dude. Oh, look, it's Chrissy.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, lady. I'm loving the new hair.
Look at that.
Color is awesome. I'm a little jelly about the color.
It needs to be bossed.
Mine does too. Honestly, mine does too. I just put it up and I have to brush it after the show because it takes forever.
Yeah.
Plus, my rotator cuff is giving me problems this morning.
It's because I can't boss it when it's dry, so I need to spray it.
Oh, that takes forever.
Yeah.
I've been trying to. I found finally. I have a little bio silk that I found, which is. How do I explain this to people? If you have curly hair, it's a liquid silk you put in your hair. It's kind of like a leave-in conditioner, but it's very light, and I love it. And Redken was the first to make it, and I can't find theirs anymore. That's the one I used for a long time. You could only get it at like hair salons and stuff. The same with the bio silk. I think bio silk is Matrix.
I feel like I used to use that because it sounds so familiar.
I used to use it, and then when I used it, they started putting coconut oil in it. So I can't use that one no more.
Yeah.
No, I can use argan oil or olive oil every now and then. Like
I use
once a month.
aloe.
Yeah. But I'm not good at that. I like putting something in my hair when it's wet and leaving it. But I have to be careful with those leave-in conditioners because they can be quite heavy.
Yes, they can.
And they can leave a lot of residue. And I have psoriasis, which makes it look like I have very bad. It makes it look like I have very bad dandruff after a while.
Yeah.
So I use this. It's a aloe.
It's Suave?
No, it's a Mexican one. It's a Hispanic one. But all it is aloe vera.
Oh.
I did that on accident once. Instead of putting gel in my hair, I put aloe in my hair one morning when I was tired. That is some nice stuff.
Yeah, I use
when I was going to school. I did that accidentally.
What do you
Kinda
wait?
freaked
You
out.
put it. Wait. You putting it in your hair or just on your scalp?
No, I put it through my whole hair because it helps my corpse. Because I'm allergic to coconut oil, so all the curling stuff or curling
A
hair
lot of curling stuff
has
is coconut
coconut
oil.
oil, so I use this instead.
Oh.
I was looking for regular aloe with nothing else in it.
Yeah.
Boy, that's hard to find.
Oh, it's nice.
You used to be able to get it like a gallon at a time.
Yeah, you used
And
to.
now it all has lanacane in it or other stuff, and I don't want that in it.
Yeah.
First of all, it smells.
Yeah.
There's a smell.
I have an aloe vera plant outside.
Yeah.
By the time I just like go get that, and I just like the inside out and use it for my hair.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't have enough to do that. I have a little one. I used to have them at the other house.
I have really big ones.
Yeah. You're in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Texas.
Oh.
They grow good in Texas.
Yeah.
They do. My hair's growing. I actually did my twists and braids the other day. So my hair has grown out. It's not as long as it was, but it has grown out a lot.
Nice.
I'm still trying to figure out if I want to put purple in my hair. I'm going back and forth. I'm like, I'm old. Do I want to mess with it? It's not even I'm too old to have colored hair. No. No.
Thank you for reminding me.
No. It's, do I want to mess with it? Do I want to have that much? Once you start, you really can't stop if you're going
I
to your hair.
know,
Like, cut it all
yeah.
off. So do I want to have that responsibility to myself?
Right.
And because I don't think I can use what I used to use because of all the gray I have in my hair.
Oh,
I used to use Redken Shade,
Hi,
which is a
Chelsea. It's so
conditioning
nice to
treatment
see
that
you.
deposits
Morning.
color into your hair, and I used to do purple.
Yeah.
When you first met me, I had purple hair.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Dark purple. It just didn't translate on Lakey at all.
Oh.
I don't know why, because it was purple. It was like plum,
Oh.
and that was the color I've had for years. For years, I've been doing it because it was a nice conditioning treatment too. I'd sit under lights with this stuff on, and it would
Oh, yeah.
set everything down, and I really liked it. And it was lightweight, and it deposited color, so that was cool. So it was healthier, so you didn't have the peroxide and stuff in it that most things. Now I have gray hair.
Okay.
Yes.
So cool.
Lots of gray hair.
Yes.
You can see it.
So do I.
It makes it look like I don't have much of a widow's peak anymore because it's all gray in there.
Right.
But
I don't know.
yeah.
It could be fun to color your
I
hair.
think it would. I like colored hair.
I only do it like once a year, if I even do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because this color fades really nice for my natural blonde hair, so.
Yeah. See, that's
Oh.
another thing. The purple faded nice, so it was always there, but it faded out, and my hair would just be a little lighter on the ends, which is normal for long hair anyway, because it
Yeah.
bleaches out with sunlight. So your hair is always darker on the top than it is on the bottom when you have long hair.
Yeah.
And
it
just
was-
some people you can tell, and some people you can't.
It was supposed to be more like copper, but
Uh-huh.
because I have a lot of like strawberry and my natural blonde, it just
Right.
picked up more like a strawberry blonde instead of the copper that we wanted.
I like it.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I did
mom,
too.
My mom is natural head, so
Yeah.
I have a lot of like circles and my blonde hair, like
Yeah.
undertones. So it
Yeah, I
just
have redheads
picked
in
up
my
that-
family too, and all my
Yeah.
undertones are red. I'm not a blue black, I'm a red black.
My mom was like an orangey red, like a true redhead.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my orange.
Yeah,
My cousins have orange hair.
yeah.
Ooh.
That's
It's pretty much orange.
Mhm.
It's so red. It's
And she-
beautiful. Oh, I was so jealous as a kid.
I was still the same. She was bleached and blonde. Like, my whole life, she was bleached.
Morning, Myrtle.
But her natural hair was beautiful. I always wanted white hair. She always wanted blonde hair.
My mom always said, my mom is blonde. She's a blonde. And she
Neither
still is
one-
blonde, so you can't tell that she's getting gray because it looks blonde.
No, neither one of my parents were blonde, but they have siblings that are blonde, so.
My mom's the only blonde in the family. I tease her sometimes. I'm like, you're the milkman, baby.
And then my mom had green eyes, but my dad had blue eyes. But mine are actually green and blue. If you take pictures, it's green in the middle and make it blue on the outside.
Oh, wow.
Mine are amber with gold flecks.
Yeah.
People used to say, you have brown eyes. I'm like, no, I don't.
Mine
Not
are
really.
brown.
When I started looking at them, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, my eyes are really actually pretty. They're amber, that reddish amber
Yeah.
with gold flecks around the pupils.
Cool.
Because, you know, we had to look at them forever in art class, so
Yeah.
learn how to draw them.
Yeah.
So I did a study on my eyeballs.
I did a study on my eyeballs.
I don't know what's happening. I'm just following somebody.
My youngest yesterday, I'm sitting on the couch. He's stayed home from school because he's got a
walk away. I
crooked
can't
cough,
hear you.
and they don't want him there. So I said to hubby, I said, would you mind making me a cup of coffee? He goes, oh, I want coffee too. And hubby looked at me like, I'm like, I was 8 when I started drinking coffee. He can have hot coffee. He cannot have my coffee cooler.
Do you know that the doctors told me to get Mason coffee because it would help him?
Oh, well, we could do that
Like,
too.
to stabilize.
Yep.
A lot of Ritalin kids, you can use it for them. It usually pre-puberty, and I think my youngest is going through puberty right now, so it's not really working.
Yeah. It makes it 9, so.
So yeah, and he didn't have any ill
Oh,
effects.
yes.
I told him he could have cream and sugar in it if he wanted, but he could have it the way I make mine.
Marks.
So I said to hubby, I said, just do sugar instead of my drops. And he drank it all. He drank this whole cup.
Wow.
I
didn't have any ill effects or anything.
coffee, but he don't like it.
Oh, he loved it.
I
I'm like,
know.
great. Trying to get that kid to drink water is like pulling teeth.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
My cups, those TikTok cups, Minoki, something like that.
Yeah.
Everybody in the family has one. I'm very proud of my oldest. He's actually drinking with a straw. And he has a handle, and he can set it. He sets it down, and most of the time, he's thrown it like twice. But they've moved from the sippy cups. I couldn't find anything good enough to move from the sippy cups because most of the stuff, the lids come off too easy. If the lid came off easy, the girl child would take it off and pour it out.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know why, except maybe she likes the sound of water hitting the floor.
Yeah, make sure
you
do that.
So, and she's going to be 18 next year. And the oldest is 20, will be 21 next month. Right?
Yeah. She will be 18 in November.
In November.
Yeah. And the oldest will be 21 next month.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
So, but when I talk, if you wonder why I talk about them like they're 3, it's because that's probably where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And will be.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
People are like, oh, they're that old? And I'm like, yeah. The youngest is 13.
Happy birthday.
So they're pretty nicely spread out, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do it on purpose, but if we planned, we could have planned it better.
Right.
For my body.
Right.
Very sore today.
Aww.
Myrtle, Eliza and I were talking about exploring and looking for cherry blossom biomes sometime this coming week, if you want to go with us. let me know, and we'll see if we can like sort out a time.
I forgot to tell my comments on my phone so I can see the comments.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Hey, Mama Chris. Good to see ya.
Let me put my comments on because I forgot.
Hi, Mama Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I have a secret.
There, but yeah, it was fun.
I can have a secret.
Yeah, last night's show was fun. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it by myself because I didn't know if I knew where everything was. I explore a lot, people.
Yes.
So I do find things and I'm like, oh, and so put signs on stuff especially if you want to keep it and not have somebody take it over. Put a sign that says this is mine. No, don't put a sign. You smartasses will put signs that say this is mine.
This is mine.
Little Paw Keep, Myrtle's Observatory, Polite's Witch Hut. You know, that kind of stuff. Eliza needs a sign that says Eliza's Treehouse.
Yeah, I do.
Because people keep asking me whose it is.
Oh.
And I'm worried. I worry.
I know.
People don't know it belongs to somebody for sure. They can get a little pillagey.
Yeah.
I know you people. You can get a little pillagey. If you want a cat, the hostile or our guests who make books, which I've only used them like twice because to figure out how to use them, then they're there. So they're part of the scene now because I wouldn't even know how to set them all free if I wanted to. And plus we have tons of golems too. We have like 4 or 5 golems with them.
Yeah, we do.
But the thing about it is when you have a whole bunch of villagers in one spot,
yeah,
the game automatically spawns cats.
That's a real good idea.
Yeah, they do.
So we got new baby kittens all over the place over there.
Oh, so we need fish to get cats.
Yes, you need fish to get cats, which is in the
follow
food
us.
storage. You need bones to get dogs.
That's
and
why
those
you
are in
were
the
doing
chest
that.
in front
I
of the
was like,
community
why
center.
are you doing
I
that?
have 4 cats in the community center. They have name tags, so you can tell who they are. And I have 3 dogs. They have different colored collars and name tags, and they're in front of the community center by the water. I felt bad because I was never in my room. You know, at my key, I was never there.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, I'm here most of the time, so let's put them here.
Yeah.
At least I get to interact with them a little bit.
Yeah.
Talking about getting new... and foxes are the berries. The red berries is what you feed them.
Hey, speaking about foxes, how do you get a fox to drop something that it has?
Offer it a berry.
You give it a berry, and then it'll drop what it has?
Sometimes. Most of the time, because it wants to eat the red berry.
Okay.
They're actually spawned with something in their mouth. And if they lose it, they'll pick other stuff up.
Okay.
So it's kind of neat. Some of the stuff you might find.
Can you feed it a red berry? And it'll
yes,
drop?
you feed it a red berry like you do a dog or a cat.
That's my
And it might drop what it has in its mouth.
It usually does.
Okay.
And also, if you crouch when they're around, they're less skittish.
Oh.
That's another thing you can do.
Crouch. Okay.
I want to show you the abandoned mine. Yes, I want to see the abandoned. I love abandoned mines. I love.
Yeah, I do
them.
too.
I'm terrible.
I like finding stuff in the chests.
Yes. There's a lot of what I call mine chest finds in the community center because I didn't know what to do with. You have music boxes, right?
I do not.
Oh, I thought you had 2 music boxes on your thing.
No.
Oh. Never mind then. There's tons of records in the community center if anyone has a music box.
But did you know that if you get a bird and you get a music box and you put a music box next to your bird, the bird will dance?
Oh, that's cool.
It dances
I almost
like
forgot
this.
to tell you, Mama Vixie, in Ontario, you're allowed to have a fox For a pet, I wanted to have a pet fox and a pet wolf, but no one will let me. They're so cute. Wolves, you can have pet wolves if you're licensed.
I used
in
to
the
have,
United States.
I used to have one. Let me show you guys a picture.
I was a foster parent to a full-blooded wolf for a couple months. She was cool. You had to introduce her. I had to be introduced to her as a pack member.
Yes, that's how you have to do that with them. You have to do the pack member. When Jaden was born, I took Jaden out to the wolf dog that we had at the time, and I introduced Jaden very carefully.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. He was half wolf, half Akita husky.
Yeah. There's not much difference.
Yeah.
Except the huskies are thicker.
Yeah, he had yellow eyes, and he was a big boy. This was when he was still a puppy, and he grew to be really big. Yeah.
That is beautiful. Do you still own him?
No, he was 18, I think, when he passed away.
That's a good age.
Yeah.
That's a good age.
Yeah. I think he was almost 19. Yep.
The oldest dog I ever had was like 22, I think. And that was an Ocelasa Terrier mix.
Wow.
My Buddha, he was an exploded Q-tip. I used to call him exploded Q-tip.
My sister is 15, or 15 this month. And I'm just waiting because they usually don't live past 16.
Yeah.
And I don't see that really old because it's like in dog use, she's like 105.
Yeah.
So, and she's already getting sick, and so I have to prepare my son. I was like, no, he might not be here much longer.
Yeah.
But that's just like
23.
Like, for dog, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard losing dogs.
We can't have chickens anymore because hubby gets attached. I told him not to get attached to chickens.
Yeah, and they don't live long.
We will eat them when they stop laying eggs. We never got to the point where we could eat them though, because we have a lot of predators here in this district. I didn't realize we have coyotes.
Oh, you have coyotes?
I didn't know we had coyotes.
Ooh.
I've never seen them, so they're sneaky. We also have panthers. They're tiny. If y'all seen big cats, they're bigger than a house cat, but they're smaller than any of the big cats. And I'm sure it's a jaguar.
We have jaguars over here.
I forgot how my friend told me, but they changed how dogs grow up. The first 2 years, I think, go by 10 years, and then they will go by 7 years. All I ever heard was 7.
I don't know, but it also goes by the type of dog, doesn't it?
I have no idea.
It goes by the breed also, I believe.
Well, yeah, dog breeds. The older dogs usually don't last as long as the younger dogs. So when it's a bigger dog, I mean. Say that again.
Sorry.
Say it again. I missed it.
I was kind of stuttering about it too. Anyways, it's no big deal. It's like, and you had more information. You were saying it anyway. The larger dogs don't last longer. I said, but there are exceptions sometimes.
There's always an exception. There's always an exception.
Big dogs, they're 25 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually they don't last as long as the little ones. The little ones last longer. They get old and crotchety. Unless they're chihuahuas, then they're born old and crotchety.
Like my Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu is only their lifespan is 16 years.
Yeah.
And then the oldest sister ever was 20. And
Wow.
my sister is about to be 16 in a month. About next month.
If
15?
we lived up north, where there are seasons,
Wow.
Yeah,
I would want a big mastiff, a fluffy one.
Yeah.
Because first of all, they could handle my big kids.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, they have
Hey, Arnell, did you want to move up to
the best
up there?
personalities I've ever seen in dogs, especially big dogs.
Yeah.
And I would want to raise it from a baby because I want to
Mhm.
make sure it didn't come with any trauma.
Yeah.
Because when big dogs have trauma, then that's harder to deal with when you have kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've dealt with trauma animals when I was just me, single and no kids. But that's different because you can spend a lot of time with them and it takes a long time.
Yeah.
You have to be slow. And you have to be patient.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So we used to work, and when I lived on the farm, we always had wounded animals come to the farm. It's like they knew, like
Yeah.
deer and stuff, bears. They'd always come to the farm like they knew we would take care of them. They're smart. Animals are smarter than people give them credit for.
Yeah.
And we'd help them if we could. Here's a good story. My mom, when she was little, they found a turtle that got run over.
Did it die?
Well, it was looking like it was going to die. So my grandmother, my mother's mother, took it down to the swamp and buried him in the mud right next to the river.
Mm-hmm.
Telling him, if he needs to heal, leave him alone. Thinking if he dies, then the kids don't have to deal with it. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Next spring, here comes a turtle. All healed up with scars across its back, just like the broken shell.
Oh, wow.
So it did heal itself up.
Wow.
That is pretty cool.
That is resilience right there.
Turtles are crazy resilient.
Wow.
They like lose appendages and stuff and they're fine.
Wow.
They're amazing and delicious.
I've never had a turtle.
So, well, we had paint turtles, box turtles, and snapper turtles in Michigan where I grew up. Snapper turtles get really big and they're delicious in soup. I got yelled at once for not bringing home one that was in the middle of the road. He was too big, I couldn't pick him up. Papa was upset. He said, I want turtle soup. I said, go get it yourself.
Go get it yourself.
It was big. I had to put a stick in that one's mouth because he kept trying to bite me, and I'm like, it's going to break my finger off.
Yeah.
If it gets my arm, it's going to break my arm. That's how big this sucker was.
Wow.
There's no way. And once he got the stick, which a baby tree is what it really was. It was big.
Right.
I dragged it to the side of the road.
Wow.
Because I'm like, you idiot. You're going to get dead.
You're going to get dead.
Something's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Don't you know better? Animals are funny. Poor armadillos. Armadillos would be fine if it wasn't for their natural defense mechanism, which is jumping straight up into the air. They jump straight up into the air.
Wow.
So if they stayed, cars and trucks could go over them and they wouldn't die, except they jump right into the grills.
Yep.
And then they're squishy dead.
Wow.
They're dumb. It's like you think that would be bred out of you after a few generations.
Oh my gosh. When I was in Texas, I don't think I ever saw an armadillo. Like
They're
we
here
went
down
to
in Florida too. I've seen quite a few.
I didn't
Because
see.
I live like outside of a small. I live outside of San Antonio. I've seen them heal, because it's more like the country area. But we have more deer and carmelitas here.
Or deer?
Oh.
Do you know how I need a sack wild pig?
Oh, wild pig.
Oh, yeah. So,
We have those here too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
There was a guy who, a husband of somebody I worked with, who would go boar hunting down here.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, share.
Yeah.
He's like, do you know how to cook it? I will figure it out. If it's
Oh,
gamey, you soak it in baking soda.
And then, so how we cook it is we soak it in like whiskey overnight, and then we slow cook it.
Yeah. Well, you definitely, if anything's gamey, you need to slow cook it, or it'll taste terrible and be rubbery.
Yeah.
But if you slow cook it, it's usually really good.
Yeah,
we do like a pulled. If we get wild pork, we do like a pulled pork with a vinegary marinade to it.
That's what we do, but we always marinate like whiskey.
Whiskey. Yeah.
Because it helps from it being so tough. And
Yeah. Coca-Cola works too.
Well, we always do.
You always had whiskey.
Yeah.
It's a preference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're cooking regular meat and you want to slow cook it and you've never done it before, sear it really good, which means put it on a really hot pan so it gets the seared marks on it, so that'll keep all the juices in, and then put it over it like a cup of can of soda, something like that, and let it cook at about 200, 250 degrees for 3 to 4 hours. It'll fall apart in your mouth. Abby loves it when they have.
We had pot roast last night. We cooked it in the crock pot all day. Oh, it was good.
I love pot roast. I sear it. I'm getting rid of most of my cast iron. I have lots of cast iron because I learned to cook on cast iron. But my shoulders are so screwed up, I can barely lift them anymore. And it's just more, it's harder to cook with them now. So my mom, my little old mom with arthritis riddled body, says, I want them.
Oh my gosh.
I was going to tell you to send them to me.
Oh no, I could not afford that. They're heavy as hell. I said, but the one thing I'm keeping is my Dutch oven, which is a big pot skillet with it. And mine has like a handle, a skillet handle on it. Yeah. But you can't find those anymore.
No,
I looked for another one for my mom. But I finally found a lid for it too, which took forever. A lid that fit it? I'm like, you don't get that. That's for pot roast.
Right.
That's a pot roast. That's my pot roast pan. Doesn't come out right unless I use that pan.
Yeah.
But I do my follow in the crock pot. Because I can't lift the big pot in the oven. So I use the crock pot.
Well, if I've used the crock pot before, like when we have large gatherings, because, well, I don't have a crock pot person. Well, I do have it, but I don't use it. I have a Nico. I don't know if you guys know it. It's like a crock pot, but it's big enough to fit 2 turkeys in it.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
I have one of those.
Wow.
And we used to have dinner parties at the end of the month where we'd get 30 or more people coming over, so I made turkeys a lot because they were cheap. Yeah. But one of the things everybody wanted was pot roast. I'm like, if each of you bring me a pot roast, I will do it. I can't afford to feed this many people pot roast.
Yeah, right.
And that was back when it was under $1 a pound, people.
Right.
Not
like today where it's $5 a pound.
Yeah. Wow, it's $5 a pound there. Ooh.
I don't think it gets that much. I think it's like $3 a pound.
Yeah, beef is like almost $5 a pound. Pork is probably
pork is cheaper here. Pork and chicken is way cheaper than beef.
Chicken's like $3 a pound.
Wow,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wow.
So I get a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have gotten before. Like I get the frozen chicken breasts, skinless boneless chicken breasts. I get those. instead of fresh chicken anymore, which I used to get and freeze. But I used to get it by the case and separate it out and freeze it because it was I get it for less than $1 a pound.
Right.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
It's gone up. It's too high to be a carnivore anymore.
Yeah.
So we're eating a lot of salads.
My son's mad. He's like, Mom, I want steak. I'm like, you know how much they cost?
Even a chuck steak, which is basically a pot roast cut in steak sizes, which is my favorite because it's marbled really good, so the flavor is really good.
Right.
That was a cheap date. Even those aren't cheap anymore.
No.
I might as well get myself a ribeye.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
People are nuts.
Yeah.
The inflation.
We're in a silent depression, people.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know that. We're in a silent depression, which is basically we're in a depression, but nobody's talking about it.
Yep.
It's crazy. I can't remember all the numbers, but back in the depression, housing was about 16% of the wage, the minimum living wage.
Wow.
Now it is 43%.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's average. So there's people who spend more than 43% of their income on housing.
So
that's crazy.
So my husband makes pretty good money, right? Like pretty good, like he gets $21 an hour, right? To rent a 2-bedroom apartment where we live is $1,400 to $1,600 for just a 2-bedroom.
Wow.
And that's half of my husband's salary.
Take home. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. My mom and stepfather own the house we live in, and if they hadn't done that a few years back for us, I don't know where we'd be. Because we don't have the kind of money to do that, especially with our kids, because we can't live in an apartment complex.
No.
Yeah.
Not with my kids. They're too loud. I would get kicked out.
Yeah.
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 So
that was just an example. We live in the house too, and I paid for it, but it's in my grandma's name.
Yeah.
She got dementia before she could change it to my name, and now when she got sick, she read her will, so now we don't have a will. So I make the state to pick my house because they might take our whole assets.
Right.
And I'm in danger of losing my home that I paid for.
Yeah. That sucks. My mom and stepdad a few years back, I want to say like 8 or 9 years back, changed their wills into living trusts for me. Just after my brother died, for a living trust for me, because I'll inherit everything. But if I did straight out inherit everything, I would lose all benefits for my kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I wouldn't have an income. It would just be straight assets.
Yeah.
So it's a living trust, which basically means it's still theirs even though they're dead, and I get to use it.
Oh, wow.
They paid a lot of lawyers to make it happen. So if you're in a similar situation, please. I'm so thankful that, well, my stepfather thought of it. He was like, yeah, this isn't going to be good if we pass away.
Well, we can't do anything because my grandmother doesn't even know who she is, more or less who I am. So it's too late.
Yeah, that's rough. I don't know. Is somebody? So she's still alive.
She's in the
but
home.
she's
Yeah. So before she got too sick, she refused to give anybody power of attorney. So nobody has power of attorney.
There's got to be a way to take her to court for that. I know that sounds cruel, people, but some people you need to take to court, get power of attorney so you can take care of them.
Yeah, well, my aunt has medical peritoneum.
Well, that's good.
So,
At least there's some of
but,
that.
but we don't have
Right.
peritoneum states and all that. Nobody has that.
Oh, that can get messy. That almost got messy with us with my great grandparents. Because they're basically the child that was going to get everything died just after when I was 4, which was my mom's mom. And they never changed anything.
Oh.
So her 2 brothers had to figure it out. Neither one of them wanted anything because they had their whole lives set up in different towns, and we were a very close family though. Like my great grandparents, we visited them like every day until I was older. So they were grandma and papa, and I was really upset when they sold the house, the little cabin that they lived in.
Yeah.
They lived in a little 2-bedroom cabin that was my mom's that she got from somebody for like next to nothing. And basically it was built during the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who built it just used whatever there was. So the whole foundation of the basement is stones from the river. Big stones mortared in from the river. And it had a dirt floor, the basement, but it was so packed it was, the Civil War. It's been there forever. And half of it was like logs, like split logs, used like lumber across it. So there was
cool.
It had this huge cement patio up one side of it. It was tiny, but oh my God, I loved that place.
Oh.
Plus, there was acres and acres of land.
Yeah.
So we had a little vineyard. We had the lower gardens where all the root vegetables grow. We got upper gardens where all the other vegetables grew. Lots of berry bushes on the side of the garden to keep the birds out.
Cool.
Yeah. And they used to have horses and cows there, but not when I got old. When I was a kid. It was before me.
Yeah.
When my papa got dementia first, he was sleeping on the couch, and I was sitting with him, and he woke up with a start, sat straight up, and said, "I know what's wrong. The goddamn farm is gone." It took everything I had not to laugh. Everything, because I knew he was serious, but it had been gone 20 years by then,
Right.
Like, Papa, you're fine. It's okay. Uncle Dick has everything out in Buckley now, remember? No. Okay. You want to say how much? Then he'd call me by my grandmother's name. Not my great-grandmother, his daughter. All the time. And I look nothing like her. Nothing like her. He'd say, "Carol." And I'd be like, "Papa, it's not Carol." Then he'd call my mom Carol, which really upset her. And I felt bad.
Yeah.
It's rough when somebody you love and been around your whole life starts not knowing what's going on. It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
And then years later, we had to go through the same thing with my great-grandmother. And I was an adult by that point, and I would come down from Orlando to my mom's house on the weekends and take care of her to give my mom a break.
Yeah.
And that was odd.
It could get difficult because I had to take care of my mother when she was dying. That was hard.
It's hard.
Extremely hard.
Last time you told us about this house, it sounded like the lighthouse on Pete's Dragon, 1970. Oh, it's the light. I love that lighthouse. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a good movie. Mickey Rooney's awesome in it. He's the dad. He's the grandpa dad person. Y'all don't know. But it's not like the lighthouse. It's very square. It's very much a square, and it's tiny. Very, very tiny. It was hard for 2 people to live in it. It's that tiny. But when it was made, that was pretty fancy stuff that he added onto it. There's a back room that's like, again, the size of the house that we called mud room, where there was a potbelly stove and 2 sinks, 2 huge cement sinks. That he probably brought cattle in the winter so they wouldn't die.
Right.
That's probably what they were originally for. And then they became wash bins. So we did the laundry in those. And then we got a washer. I don't think she had a dryer near the end there. Everything got hung up, even in the winter.
I hang up my t-shirts and balls. I'll put those in the dryer.
Yeah. I had the coolest clothesline. And I just never got it. It got messed up, and I never got to use it after the first year I had it. But it retractable. It went into the house like on a roll, and then you pulled it out, and there were 3 ropes that came out and hooked onto at our house it was the play set, because we have a huge wooden play set. And then you had these huge lines hanging out everything.
Wow.
Wonderful. But it didn't get in the way. You unattached it when we weren't using
fancy.
it. I paid good money for that. But I was worried as my oldest was getting taller.
Yeah.
He was going to clothesline himself.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
I did enough when I was a kid. I'm lucky I didn't take my own self out when I was younger.
I've never been tall enough to do that, so I've always fit right underneath.
Yeah.
I remember the other thing is electric fence. We had electric fence at the dairy farm.
My dad had one, and my son went over there. We told him, don't touch the fence. He went over there and he touched it.
Those things hurt.
The rabbits got out once. And so we had to go find the rabbits. One of the bucks got a hole in the corn crib that we were keeping them in. And so we're out trying to catch at least the babies, so we could basically start over, right?
Right.
And so I'm on my hands and knees going through this really tall grass. I'm probably 9 or 10. And I'm on my hands and knees going through the grass, trying to go really slow, and quiet. And I hear something, so I start to stand up, and my shoulder catches the electric fence.
Oh, no. Ouch.
That was, thank God it's electric fences, just so you know, if they are used for cattle and stuff like that, they're on a rotator, which means they shut off for a second, so you don't die.
Yeah.
And your animals don't die.
Right.
Thank God they had it on a rotator, because that hurt. It hurt so bad. Like, every place in my body hurt.
Yes.
It was terrible.
And my dad thinks that they have that much power to just keep the dogs in the yard and to keep wild animals out of the yard.
Yeah.
So it's not that wrong. Like, my son was at home. But
for cattle.
Yeah.
It packs a good punch.
Yeah.
You have to. They're big.
Yeah.
It has to be more than a little static electricity to them.
Yeah.
Now, one time, my uncle went down to Texas and got himself a longhorn and thought that was really cool. No. We take the horns off for a reason. So none of us kids would feed it. We wouldn't go near it. And it had an attitude.
Bye,
too.
Jesse.
Oh, yeah, they do. They have attitude.
I have to do and go out to places. I love you. I know we're going over, but it's such a nice conversation. I thought we'd keep going.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we would sit and One night, in the middle of the night, they woke me up. Everybody got woke up. And they took us down to the barn. And we were by his stall. And they were like, look. And there's a big hole in his stall.
Oh.
And me and my cousins climbed up into the hay loft. I said, you do it. And then when my aunt got out there, he told her what was going on, and she said, the kid's got the right idea. You're an idiot. So he called farmers from all over the place, and they all came with their bucket front tractors and pinned him. He had gone through, I think, 4 or 5 electric fences, just straight through them. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. But that thing was nuts. I don't know why he thought he needed a longhorn, because we had plenty of steers and plenty of bulls and plenty of cows. I don't know why he needed a longhorn bull. Because they're dangerous to the other animals too. I wouldn't want to put him in a breeding pen with our cows,
right,
or especially our heifers who hadn't calved yet. No, because those things are.
I like know, right?
It's crazy, and I understand why they have them in Texas. It's because it's to defend themselves.
Right.
I get that.
Right.
I get it. We don't need that in Michigan.
Right.
We've got dogs to do that.
Right.
You know?
Right.
There's not much that is going to get a cow in Michigan.
Right. Right.
Maybe a wolverine. But you know how many times I saw a wolverine while I lived in Michigan most of my life? Once. Because they don't like people. So they're never around where there are people. They're evil little shits. They're bigger than I thought they were too. You know that, what was the sun badger? I think somebody did a voiceover to this. The sun badger just don't care, and he's walking along, and he's like he's a menace. They're a little bigger than that.
Honey badgers don't care. Honey badgers don't give a shit.
Yeah, that one. They look kind of like that, only they're dark. They're really dark brown, and I think their teeth are a little bigger, and their statue is just a little bit bigger. But they're very similar looking, shape-wise and stuff. Like they're same family.
Okay.
And they're nasty, and they're rodent. They're I shouldn't say rodent. They're like in the mink family, I think, because they smell. They have that smell. That's the only reason I don't have pet foxes.
Yeah.
They stink.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many times you bathe them. Ferrets, too. I love ferrets, but they stink.
Oh, yeah.
Ferrets are so much fun to play with. They're crazy. They're fun to watch. They're endorphin builders. I'm telling you, they're great.
I went to go pet some in a pet store, and
they bit you.
They were trying to bite me.
Oh, yeah, they like to bite.
Yeah, so I was like...
You have to handle them when they're young, so they know it. They still will bite on you. They have sharp little needle teeth, like cats have milk teeth. Or puppies have milk teeth. They're like that, like all the time.
Yeah.
And if you have another animal, they will bully that animal. It doesn't matter how big that animal is. Unless that animal has an attitude. Like I had a cat, Bast. She was Egyptian blue. And if you don't know what those are, they look like Bast, the Bast statues. That's why I call them bats. And when they move, their black hair looks blue. Like it has
cool.
And she had an attitude. If I ever have a cat, it's not because I went out to get a cat. And actually, any pet. I don't go out to get a pet. They come to me. Either they show up at my house or somebody brings them to me.
Right.
I've never actually gone into a shelter to get an animal for myself. I've gone to shelters to either help with an injured animal or help somebody pick out an animal.
Yeah.
But I've never actually picked one up because I just get them served to me my whole life. And most of the time I really don't want them, but I feel bad because somebody got
Yeah, I hear ya.
Especially when I was single, it's like, well, it's not like I have kids and a husband or a wife. You know?
Right.
So I guess.
So I guess.
The only thing I won't take in is birds because they think.
Yeah.
And they're mean. I've never met birds that are nice to me. Me and birds don't get along. Now, there was one bird. Hank was a cockatoo. Or a cockatiel. And he liked me until he met my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was my brother's bird.
Aww.
Which was adorable. And, saved me a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to deal with it. That was straight bird. He loved chicken and eggs. Were his favorite things to eat.
Wow.
Little cannibal.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. It happens.
So I came on here because I needed some stress reliever. So my stuff flew under my washer. A week ago, we found out it was falling in.
Okay.
So my aunt came yesterday to look at it and see what we need to do. Then we found out there was a leak in the washer, so we fixed the leak. But now we need to dry up some of the under the house before we can fix the subfloor.
Right.
Yeah.
I was able to buy the material for the actual subfloor, but I didn't have the money to buy the flooring that goes over it.
Right.
So we're hoping we can just use what I have right now temporarily, just roll up the linoleum and put it back down.
Oh, okay.
Until I can buy more flooring.
Yeah.
And it's in the so my washroom is back to back with my pantry. So it's under the washroom, and then on the other side of the wall is 3 feet into the pantry.
Oh, geez. That's
wow.
a lot of work.
So it's about 8 feet of work.
Wow.
We did. And I literally just went through this last year with the kitchen.
Oh, that happened to me at Coco. That's terrible.
And nobody helps us. My family or nobody helps.
Oh wow.
So last year I paid over $3,000 just to get the kitchen done. I can't do that now. I can't afford that.
Right.
No.
So the washrooms beside the kitchen and the part of the floor that they did not redo last year needs to be redone now.
Right.
So it's still 8 feet. Everything that needs to be done is 8 by 8.
Okay.
So I was able to buy the plywood that you put for the floor. I was able to get all that and the nails and all that. So I have the materials to do the floor. But now we're talking about how we might have to take the wall out in between the pantry and the washroom.
Oh my gosh.
Because they had the water damage on the bottom.
Oh.
And that is not it's not a boys' wall.
Oh, then I'd keep it out.
Yeah, so.
And just make it one big room.
The fines on my end. If we get one big room, it would be easier to build.
I was gonna say, especially when you're in your chair, that'll be a lot easier.
So
yeah.
So this is what I've been dealing with the last 2 days. Yesterday, I was crying because it was one thing.
Oh.
Well, if you ever need me, give me a message and we call.
I was so overwhelmed yesterday. I ain't even talking about
I understand. I get like that too. Usually, I cry on Eliza or Mel.
And those
are my two go-tos.
And then my brother was supposed to fix it, and then my brother was like, "No, I'm not gonna do it. It's too much work."
Oh.
Rude. But you're my brother. That's your job.
But my brother does have he's an addict,
Oh.
So he's not really reliable to begin with.
They tend to be narcissistic. It's all about
Yeah.
He's very not exactly. He is. And so is my sister. But I don't have a relationship with my sister. And I really don't have one with my brother either. I just have one with my sister-in-law. So that's how I get a hold of my brother. But my aunt's helping.
Actually, mine is 4 squares.
I am so lucky that this couple moved in next door to us when I think just after I had my youngest.
Plus?
Yeah.
And they're younger than us. I mean, a lot younger.
Oh, that's better.
They have kids, and he is like a jack of all trades. He does a lot of construction work, stuff like that. So if I really need something done, usually I can say, hey, can you do this for, not a crazy amount of money, or can you trade services? Like, can I do something for you? Like with our old man, we treated
somebody else.
The girl we treated. She came over and helped me with the kitchen once or twice a week.
Oh yes, there they are.
To do things, deep cleaning and stuff like that. And I paid her about $20 an hour until they could buy her van.
Emily. So good.
They could have a good car.
Yeah.
So good.
Jaden, you're very loud.
I know. I hear her conversation both of them.
We have a choir.
I'm not worried about it. We'll listen. You're entertaining.
I would be in it.
I'm terrible.
Don't think I have any expertise though.
Yes. Hubby's like, do you spot the time? I'm like, yeah. We're having a good time. It's my plane. We still have fuel.
I still have fuel. Oh, look at your hair. It's gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful?
Gorgeous.
I really do love that color. I'm jealous of that color.
It looks
I really
like
am.
a mess, but I'm going to put it up anyways. Because my aunt's going to come and to go today to put fans under the house. To dry up some.
Yeah.
Monday we'll start working on putting it up and putting it down. So yesterday she came at 7 in the morning. So we started.
We're usually up by then, but it's not like we want to be.
That's when I get my son up and I try to go back to sleep for like an hour because I don't sleep at night. So it's my now but I can go back to sleep and then she didn't leave till 10 o'clock last night.
The other day, I woke up and hubby was in bed with me. And I'm like, don't you have to take the girl to school? He goes, I already did. Oh, you climbed back into bed? He said, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Usually we get up and kind of mope around.
Yeah.
He's better at mornings than I am. I'm terrible. I am not a nice person in the morning. My smart ass is on full. And
my son and my best friend are like that.
I try really hard to be nice.
I don't like,
but it's hard in the morning. Mornings are not nice.
I don't like to be talked to in the morning.
I don't want to think. No. I don't want to process. I don't care. I don't want to be awake.
Yeah.
But usually I'm okay after I eat something and take my water and my vitamins in the morning.
Yeah.
I've really noticed my vitamins, which I've done some studying on.
Me and Emily talked about this.
And everyone who is on depression medication is usually lacking their B complex, their zinc, their
vitamin D.
Most women are vitamin. If you're female, you need to find out if you're vitamin D deficient. I didn't realize how bad I was.
Good. Play on words, but also very funny.
I can take vitamin D as much as I'm still lacking vitamin D.
Do you take it with vitamin C?
Yes.
Okay. If you take it with orange juice, grapefruit juice, anything that's high in vitamin C, or I use emergency.
Yeah.
I use emergency.
And see, my son's the same way. He's always lacking vitamin D, and he takes a multivitamin every day.
Yeah, I take a multivitamin. I take a B
Plant
complex,
therapy.
B3.
My non-binary
Because B3 is really what I'm
was
dependent on. I have like none.
not a plant.
And I don't soak it up. They're like, go outside more. I was out all day.
Yeah.
On to dusk. What do you mean go outside more?
Oh my God, in Texas, the sun blows through the house.
I just gotta go stand by the window and I get sunburned.
What? It's really cold today. We're gonna have 2 cold days in the 50s. That's usually as cold as we get. The coldest we ever get like 1 or 2 days, and that's the coldest. But I'm South Texas, so cold weather, and we don't have seasons. It's always hot.
Yeah.
And there's one that I'm not taking that I found out that we tend to be deficient in. If you're on an antidepressant, find out if you're deficient in these vitamins. It starts with an M, and now I can't think of what it is. Magnesium.
Magnesium. Yep.
So I need to start taking magnesium too, because I take the zinc. I always know I need zinc because I have a fragile immunity anyway, so I need zinc. If you have fragile immunity, you need zinc. The D3, the B complex. I was taking ginkgo biloba, but I ran out and I need to get more. That helps with your brain, your memory. If you're getting older and want to, avoid dementia, that's a good supplement, and it helps you process better too. So, which is always nice, especially when you're getting older.
Yes.
You walk into another room and go, shit.
Yep.
Why did I walk in here?
Why am I here?
There's something important I was supposed to be doing.
So with my brain damage, I have 75% body, so I think it's going to be a vegetable. I can't. I don't. It's hard for me to express emotions and stuff.
Right.
So yesterday it was a lot of all over the place. So I don't know. So I need to take more vitamins or something. So I'm getting old. I can usually twist my hair up by myself and put a clip in it, but today I can't do it for some reason.
Where are those?
Oh.
My mom sent me this the other day. I don't know if y'all remember these. These are we had a lot of these in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Now this, I only had a few of these. These are bun claws. Did you ever see these?
Oh my God.
Yes.
So
these are awesome.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
So those are the ones that I need because those hold my hair better.
Yeah.
But I can't find them on these. This is the only one I've ever found.
I should probably get your address and send it to you because I don't use it that often.
Yeah, because lately...
And this one has little rhinestones on it. See?
That's super cute. See, those are what usually I use in my hair because my hair, I have fine hair. I have a lot of fine hair.
Yeah, me too. No, medium.
The claw clips are hit and miss for me. It's still gonna work.
When I worked at the hospital, I do little twist rows to about where my ears are and put the tiny clips in. And then, my hair was wet. And then I put my hairnet in and it would hold all my hair. If I didn't put those little clips in, it would just slide off. The hairnet. I could not get the hairnet on to save my life. So I'd have them and they hold it. And I'd work all day like that. And then when it was great because it was like setting my hair. So by the time I got home, my hair was all curly and pretty, and I didn't even have to do anything to it.
Yeah,
wonderful. So I tried getting those hair nets. Those are not easy to find.
No,
the ones they have at the store are not the same thing.
Let's see if this holds, because I don't want to have to wake up my husband.
Oh.
Because he knows how to do it, but he doesn't. Right now, he barely went to sleep at 9 o'clock. So he don't even been to sleep for 2 hours or 3 hours. Because it's almost 12.
Yeah. It's 5 till.
Yeah, because I'm an hour behind you.
Yeah.
That's how I know. Oh, my ears are still a little plugged from the cold. My voice is much better than it was. It was terrible those first few days. Chris even said, I heard you. You sound like you're sick.
Yeah.
I was. And I still have the cough, but it's not as compressed. It's not as hard.
Yeah.
It's just, and it's very staggered through the day.
Mm-hmm.
When I was first having it, the cough was so often and so hard that I believe I bruised one of my ribs. Because I would start breathing and it felt like something was poking my kidney. My right kidney. So yeah, so whatever it was, but everybody got it. The neighbors got it. And she took them all to the doctor at one time and came back. I said, what is it? She says, it's not corona. It's not bronchitis. I said, oh, I knew it wasn't bronchitis. I've had bronchitis enough that I know when it's bronchitis. And it's not strep. I said, so it's rhino. She goes, yeah.
So
it just basically means you're congested here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it drips everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what my niece has right now. She's so congested that dripping into her throat and her throat is inflamed.
Yeah. It sucks. You need hard candy and drink Jello water works really well, you people.
I told her to drink honey tea. Honey and lemon tea.
That's soothing. But especially kids. What you do is you make your Jello, only you use all warm water. Don't use cool water. Use all warm water and dump it in a cup and drink it like Kool-Aid. The gelatin actually coats your esophagus.
I'm going to tell my niece that.
And if you're pregnant, it's really good for morning sickness. That gelatin.
Bananas helped my morning sickness.
Gummy worms were my thing.
Bananas.
And now I still like them. I didn't care for gummy worms before I was pregnant. And now I like them. I'm very picky on the flavor, though.
There's a lot of stuff I hated before putting it. I like now.
They say whatever you crave, your kid wants.
Yep.
And let me tell you, my oldest really wants gummy worms.
Well, my craving was tacos. It makes me love tacos.
My youngest too. He loves them.
It's all amazing. It's not like he gave me sweetest tacos. You know, mom, let's make me tacos.
I'm just glad my kid will eat something.
Yeah,
they just don't eat right.
Yeah.
They just won't.
The doctors came out of me because they're like, you need to feed him like more of a
balanced diet.
Like keto. But I go, the only thing they eat vegetable and meat. He basically eats keto. But it's because they think he's too big.
Yeah, well, my girl is overweight. She's my clone.
He's 98
pounds. But she doesn't eat anything. She eats the same thing all the time.
Yeah, that's how Mason is. He doesn't eat. It's just Mason's just a big kid.
Well, it's because she only likes. She started eating pizza the other day, though.
Oh.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been eating pepperoni for a while. She likes pepperoni.
Yeah.
But my pizza has a whole bunch of stuff on it. My half of the pizza, and she ate it except for the pineapple.
Wow.
Which was pretty cool. But now she wants it all the time. I'm like, I don't even get it once a month.
Yeah.
I don't like pizza. Cannot stand it.
I love concept cars. They are so fun. I love watching the 1950s reels about concept stuff.
Yeah.
Concept kitchens are awesome. I wish I had a concept kitchen. stuff they would think would be now. Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing concept stuff. When I was working at Whitmark Catalog Showroom, and yes, that's the full name of the store, when I was 17. So this would be 1990, 1989, 1990. I went to a show. I went to a concept show. And what we sold was basic jewelry and electronics, which wasn't necessarily departments at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So like the fancy TVs and radios and stuff. It was well, I saw at the concept show CDs. They're nothing like the CDs. These were supposed to be indestructible. Dogs could chew on them. Blah 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 blah. This new concept. It never happened. But I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah.
I did go to a car auto show. I don't know if it's the same one in Chicago when I was in high school. So I don't know if I went because somebody wanted me to go with them. I think they just wanted company on the drive down.
Mm-hmm.
That was all. But I do remember. I did a big car show in Orlando for a few of the tourist spots on International Drive. We got together and put on a car show.
Oh, that would be fun.
That's one of the easiest things to do for marketing is car shows. You just call up like car clubs and say, "Hey, you want to do a show?"
Mm-hmm.
And they do, and they bring all these cars, so you have all this stuff.
Cool.
And then you call up like if you're not a food place like we were Movie Rider, which is those rides you ride in the theme parks where it's like you're in the movie and the seats are moving with the movie. That's what we were. And we had one theater with all these seats and anyway.
Oh my soul.
But so I called and this was before people really did the food truck thing, but a lot of food truck and carny food places, I called them up. You want to set up a booth? Sure. Build a huge parking lot. Parking lot. And I had to buy permits and stuff, but I'm not spending my own money. I'm spending the company's money. But it is one of the cheapest things to do and easiest. I put together a lot of stuff, and that was so easy. I thought it was going to be so hard. I'm not embarrassed to ask somebody, "Hey, I have this going on. Do you want to be part of it?" You can say no. Don't feel beholden to me. I'm just giving you this opportunity if you want. I have no problem with that. I used to trade 3 passes. I never had to pay for anything when I lived in Orlando. I did 3 passes, or I'd have extra passes and stuff I wouldn't go to, and I'd trade for those.
Wow.
Dinner shows, like mystery dinner show, pirate dinner show, Arabian Nights dinner show with all the horses, medieval times. Those are all dinner shows. And
cool.
The only place that had good food was the pirate one.
Wow.
They're the only ones who had good food. It was really good, actually. Everybody else, I don't think you really go there to eat.
Yeah.
For the show.
Yeah.
Especially Arabian Nights.
Yes.
The food was terrible.
Yeah.
The show was really cool.
Yeah.
All the horses.
Yes.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
Have a really bad.
I think that
Medieval Nights, they basically give you a turkey leg.
I think that I have seen that show.
The Arabian Nights one?
Yeah. I think that I've seen that show. I think
they change it every couple of years. They change it up. But it's one of the best. It's one of the oldest ones. The Arabian Nights. It's older than Medieval Times.
Yeah.
Medieval Times does do a whole jousting thing, and
Yeah.
So and it's pretty cool, but it's usually not as cool. Arabians are really cool horses. You can train them to do a lot of stuff that other horses will not do.
And I remember being in there and being so it being so hard to breathe.
It's hot.
Because all the dust and stuff kicking up, and I just I was I couldn't breathe.
It's a good place to wear a mask.
Yeah. My eyes were puffing up and I just couldn't breathe.
My friend sent me a whole bunch of earrings.
I'm glad you had a good time, Grinder.
So, my friend sent me a whole bunch of earrings I was supposed to have at the beginning of the week. I bet they got them yesterday. So
I finally sent Myrtle her package. I felt so bad. I kept running into emergency stuff that I needed to buy for the kids. And I told her, I said, I'm so sorry. I really do have this boxed up for you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just wigs. There was makeup and crowns and masks and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Kind of excited to see what I am feeling better, by the by. Chrissy, do you want to start doing makeup table with me?
Yeah. Window.
Cool.
What time?
Cool.
What time?
I'm thinking 6:30.
So 5 my time?
5:30. Is that good?
When are you gonna start?
Wednesday.
Okay, so one night provider will come to 5:30.
So would 6 be better for you? Or 6:30?
Yeah. Oh, can we start in March? So that I'm losing my Medicaid at the end of the month and I won't have a provider in March. So can I pick it up at the beginning of March?
So start in March?
Yeah.
Okay, first Wednesday in March.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
Okay.
I got you recorded.
Do you want to see the earrings my friend sent me?
Yeah.
I need to start using the stuff I've spent all this money on over the past 5 years.
Let me open it while I'll show you.
Plus, I have 3 new wigs that I haven't even used yet. And I also need an excuse to buy a couple contacts. Because there are a couple sets of. First of all, I can't find my dead doll contacts. The white ones with the black X's in them, which are one of my favorite ones. I call them, I don't know what they're actually called, but I call them dead doll because you look like one of those dead dolls.
No, they sent me these.
Oh, cute!
Oh.
Let me there's a couple pills. These.
Oh, those are pretty. I like those.
These.
Those are very 80s. I like it.
But I like
those are all very 80s. They're like stuff I wore in school. Oh yeah, those too.
Oh,
wow,
nice.
Those are cool. 80s really is back, isn't it?
And these.
Oh, those are pretty.
Nice. Well, I still wear all my earrings I have from back then. Since if you pay attention to me, I'm still really grunge. Like 90s, 80s, and I like the big earrings.
I used to wear.
I have different earrings all the time.
I don't. As I've gotten older, I don't change my earrings very often.
I'm gonna put these on today.
If I can show you guys, I have pierced.
And down. Spotify charts.
And I wear little silver hoops. And sometimes I'll put French hoops with my hoops. I don't even take the other ones out.
So
because I've had those bottom piercings since I was 8. 7. I was 7.
I'm doing.
But these are the ones I wear the most on my bottom.
That's about it.
Oh,
if I change them out. And because I have to wear sterling silver, I don't have a lot anymore. I can't wear costume jewelry anymore. It hurts me.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
You know surgical steel. That's all I can really
Surgical steel I can do too. I can do surgical steel.
So
but not that nickel stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm meeting with her on Tuesday.
I have 3 here.
We've been talking. Yeah.
5 over here.
And she takes my insurance and everything. She's really nice.
I think the bottom 2.
We have similar piercings.
Yeah.
Because I have 5 over here and 3 over here. I was thinking,
I have a whole lot of earrings. I wear different earrings every day.
but I don't. I
Cool.
stopped changing out my bottom earrings.
Yes,
I
most
think
likely
when
you
I
will see
became a
me
mom,
around it.
actually.
Well, maybe. Well, actually,
I
might not
do
see
have
me
a
around
feel
though.
like
Maybe
Pamela, I was
because
going
I
up.
do. This is my my classes go for 7.5 weeks instead of the
7.5
16
weeks, Jaden.
original weeks
Yeah.
because we have 3 semesters every year.
Just so you know, you're advertising your stuff.
This is
Been to medieval times? Yeah, Grinder's been to medieval times. I love shows. I love going to shows. I love amusement parks. I'm not big into Walt Disney World though. I know everyone's big into Walt Disney World. I'm not. I don't like the way they have it set up.
So
Yeah.
It's
you may
terrible.
see me or you may not see me. Just pray for me.
Universal has their shit together.
I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland or any of that.
Nothing like that.
No.
Disney World is what they didn't think.
I have.
They didn't think about how they set stuff up at Disney World.
I did it before.
Yeah.
It's convoluted.
Okay.
I guess would be the nicest way to put it.
Out of Texas is Vegas and Mexico because I live right by the border.
I want to go to Vegas.
I live like 2 hours from the border of Mexico, so that's the only two places.
Yes, thank you.
It's Vegas and Mexico.
Vegas and Mexico.
Wow.
Wow. That sounds like a bachelor party. Vegas and Mexico. Where are you going? Vegas and Mexico.
I've been to Vegas for 3 weeks because my sister's ex-husband's mother lived there, and his mother was my mom's best friend.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So my sister was supposed to move up there 18 years ago when my nephew was a baby, or 17 years ago. And we went up there. I was supposed to help her like settle in. And then I was supposed to fly back home.
Yeah.
But my sister after
I was just gonna text you and be like, I'm going to the pillow room.
And driving with the 8-month-old baby was home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet. I bet.
We had one of our hurricane evacuations. The youngest was not even a year old.
Yeah.
And I was breastfeeding.
Wow.
That was rough.
Yeah.
So rough.
I wanted to breastfeed, but with my medications, I couldn't.
He was the only one I could get to latch. The other two wouldn't latch.
Yeah.
Mason acted like he was breastfed, but he wasn't.
My youngest, I swear, he would have breastfed forever, except he started doing the Cirque du Soleil shit.
Oh.
He like would come over my shoulder and want to hang upside down. Well,
no.
I'm like, no, you're done.
You're done.
I did it. I did it actually very smoothly.
Yeah.
I was gonna till he was 4 because of immune system, because of the studies for immune systems and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't pump. I'd get next to nothing when I pumped.
Wow.
But if I weighed him, fed him, and weighed him, he was getting more than enough.
Yeah.
So, and that's how you figure it out. Any of you who don't know that, you figure out how much a baby's eating. That's how you do it. My body said, I know you're faking me out with that pump.
Yeah.
This is not what, no, we're not going to let you have it. So anyways, so I went from constantly breastfeeding because he was always hungry to only breastfeeding at night. And then slowly but surely he got onto, I don't think he even had formula for very long. I think he supplemented with formula for maybe a month or 2 just to make sure he, you know, he hit his benchmark.
So they didn't want to take the bottle. He hated the bottle. So when he was 4 months old, the doctor told me to introduce the actual food to him. So he would eat food and less formula. But he was growing. He was fine, but he didn't. And he liked the bottle, so he was off the bottle by 8 months and drinking out of a cup.
Wow.
Even his formula was in a cup.
Wow.
Yeah, my kid, and my first 2 had pacifiers, and they loved them. And it took some doing to get rid of them because I'm like, you're not having pacifier your whole life.
So
it's just not happening. And I don't care. socially, aesthetically, I don't care.
Mhm.
It's money. I couldn't suck your
Right.
finger. I don't care.
Right.
It's too expensive for me to keep up with you with those.
Yeah.
But
So-
then my youngest would not take a pacifier.
Now, I was about to say, Nixon loved the pacifier until he discovered the thumb. After he discovered the
Mine
thumb,
didn't even suck his thumb.
he wouldn't take the pacifier. Even to this day, you catch Nixon when he's self-soothing. He sucks.
I do this every now and then. I think
Yeah.
that's left over from that.
That's what he does. He goes with that. That keep biting the tip.
Hmm.
I don't put my thumb in my mouth, but I do this every now and then.
Yeah. What he
I
does.
think I'm comforting myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-soothing.
What did you get?
Yep.
Because I noticed it the other day. I'm like, I do that. I don't usually do it on the show because I watch the shows, but
Yeah.
when I'm like lost in thought, but I do that to the kids too. When I'm talking to them, I rub their nose, the bridge of their nose. My oldest loves it. He goes like this. Pushes his face towards me.
I'm surprised my son hasn't came in here. I keep looking.
I keep waiting for him to show up too. It's lunchtime.
So I have a little child. I'll message you about that later.
Okay. I was like, ooh, story time. But yeah, message me. I want to know what's going on.
Legally, I can't say.
Say that again?
Legally, I can't say on you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. But I have one of the ones I have before.
Sammy!
Hi, Sammy.
All right. We have gone over 2 hours.
2 hours.
Because we were just having a good time and needed to have a visit.
Yeah. Little visit.
And thank you for joining us, those of you in the audience. We've had some people come and go, but thank you so much.
I kept forgetting to look. My bad.
I'm probably going to be on Minecraft today, part of the day, this afternoon. If anybody wants to jump in. And don't forget, we have Cards Against Humanity tonight. We'll be dual casting here on YouTube and over on our Instagram page. And if you're not following our Instagram page, please follow our Instagram page. And if you put a little world icon emoji, a little earth emoji in one of our comment sections, I will follow you back because I'll know where you came from.
And the secret word today is dog.
Dog.
So if you made it to the end, there you go.
There you
That's
go.
the secret-
You did it.
That's the secret
Remember,
word.
we're all made up of the stuff stars that makes us extraordinary creatures. Find your spark, ignite your passions, and make your dreams come true. I believe in each and every one of you. And if you ever need me, I'm just a DM away on our Discord channel. Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life. and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.